Immediately, 69% they are on Ancient. Pretty good starting point. We'll see if they can increase that as we go into Ancient once more today. Maka, Lucky, Haji, Joko, Exercise. Team 3D Max. That's a 3-1 for Haji, maybe starting cold in the pistol round. Getting that bomb planted on the B bomb site. Maybe a slow retake as GamerLegion needs to wait out that smoke, at least from certain angles, but Snax is here. Speaking of OGs and legends coming back to the game, see if his team can be successful here. 3v2, reasonable position to try and draw these Ts in because he could be defusing this bomb and they want to know if he is. Joko with a flurry of frags towards the end there, a 4K in total, and 3D Max will win their first round.
Yeah, he's clearly waited long enough after that previous game to get into this one. He is ready to get into the action, and that is a great start there from Joko. And for 3D Max, they just storm that B site. I think it's always a good shout to just go for that B play on the pistol, on the T side of Ancient. It's very likely you'll get the bomb down at least, unless you run into a massive stack, and that's not going to be that common. So a good start for 3D Max, and GamerLegion forced into a full save. Still very important you make the most of these low buy rounds. You want to be doing at least a little damage if possible. So GamerLegion try and make up for their lack of weaponry with loads of numbers on mid. Don't think that will work for them though, as 3D Max take this A site. Tough opening losses for both of these teams. But 3D Max played Virtus.pro fairly close, while GamerLegion took that loss against MIBR. We have seen now are maybe a little better than anticipated. Ooh, nice shots there from Haji. Try and get back to safety. Teammate will come in and save him. And Snax always trying to be sneaky, but not meant to be this time. Easy 2-0 lead for 3D Max.
So many bullets for those Galils. That extra goes a long way, especially in rounds such as that. Anyway, GamerLegion will have the M4s out. M4A1S for 4 of the 5 squad, although I don't know how relevant the observations are anymore. Now we're in CS2 and you can have both equipped. I wonder if the that P90 craze has slowed down to some degree. Maybe we'll see some later on. But for now, 3D Max will be straight into the A-bomb site. Expecting presence in mid and B. It's a great first choice. Lucky just surviving with 1 HP. Snax been able to catch Exercise, who's looking for more. That really is a good start for 3D Max. And I do wonder over time, as we put the magnifying glass on the status quo of the economy, the urgency in CS2, I wonder how GamerLegion will be able to respond to this when the time comes.
It's also looking like a convincing round for 3D Max. They're going to be building up their money. Kio's at least doing a bit of damage at the end. But 3D Max off to a fantastic start here. And got to remember that GamerLegion played this map as their opening map of their group stage here at Jönköping. And they had a big lead against MIBR. They were 8-1 up at one point, and then it all went horribly wrong for them. And they ended up losing 13-9. They lost so many rounds in a row. 3D Max also lost this against VP for their opening match. But they showed a good bit of promise against a strong team, so happy to pick it here. It's got off to a good start for them, but the shotgun doing damage even at long range. Did not expect that second kill to be so clean for Isaac there.
How's that for a start? How is that for a start? That changes everything. There are no helmets in this round for GamerLegion. That's one of 2 Mag 7s which are present. So Isaac's been dealt with, but will they expect one from Snax as well? It may not matter as the bomb heads towards the A-bomb site, or threatens to, with 2 of the 3 remaining players. Haji yet to rotate. Maybe looking for CTs to investigate this B area. Bomb's not planted just yet. 3D Max being careful. They've got some good angles for some of these choke points. they'll need to get this bomb planted. Waiting for a response from GamerLegion. Unbeknownst to them, this could bite them in the behind if they wait too long. Such a long road for these players to find their org. Great to see a rise of French Counter-Strike once again. Still fondly remember the very games days.
Oh. Nicely done. Can't hide in that corner. Using their smokes on the other angles, flashing Lucky into CT for that fight. It's a 3-on-3 retake, and the Legion don't have weapons that are great at long range. Lucky gets another, and Volt will be spotted and swatted by Maka. So a 4-0 lead. As you said, 3D Max finally getting their org behind them. You don't want to start out by going out of this tournament on the first day. There's an elimination match here between these two. 3D Max showing up early.
Speaking of showing up, Akor's got the AWP, the only man not to get a frag in this game just yet. No better time than the present. Often a dependable sniper. It's about delivering consistently, not so much about the flashiness. He's got some flashiness in him as well. Be roaming around the A-bomb site for now. There'll be no one to contest, but B is being flooded with 3D Max players at present. We're going over towards CT as well. This will be quite a challenging retake then. I do wonder, if they lose another player early, then surely they're disengaging from this. I think Volt's position will encourage them to press on, but Isaac and Akor are pretty far away. Keel's unable to escape. You can see the frustration as well. That is not good body language. Volt will try to slink away. 3D Max came into that one with big intentions. Again, you can see on the radar the flood into the bomb site, but not just into it, but through it. That really sealed the deal.
Got to make sure you save at least 3 if you want to have a decent buy into the next. And that is what GamerLegion will do, but a bit of a brutal start for them, in all honesty. They had a really good start against MIBR in their opening match. And I think when they have prep time, in general, their coach Ash gives them some really good game plans. But this is a match where you maybe don't have a massive amount of prep time against 3D Max. Unless you did prep for all the teams in your group, you only would have known about this matchup when you lost your opening, when you were looking at who you were going to be playing down in this lower bracket. Much needed time out then for GamerLegion. They are a team who have been on the verge of success at tournaments. They nearly made it to playoffs of big events. Over at Sydney, I believe they lost against Complexity twice to get eliminated in their opening match and then later on. And Complexity obviously had a great run at Sydney. So I think they're a team that feel a little hard done by, that they want to show that they can make the playoffs of events. They can be competing for trophies. This would be their chance to do it, but they're 5-0 down right now against this plucky 3D Max team. Smokes out into mid, and 3D Max will use that opportunity to swarm position. Meanwhile, Akor finally gets to fire that AWP. Not on target, though.
Still looking for his first, as are the whole team collectively. Wow. 3D Max in full control for the time being, but a push through the smoke will be a problem. Or will it? Lucky will make the numbers even worse. We haven't really seen much of GamerLegion, if anything at all so far. It's been all 3D Max. GamerLegion pushing a boulder uphill. Really not much to show from these rounds. No inroads being particularly made or anything. Just lost by elimination. And I was saying earlier, I think 3 rounds ago, with the new round limit, but the same economy and so on, like how severe is the impact at this stage, at that stage? for the CT side, well, whatever it is, it's getting way, way worse for GamerLegion right now. They've gone missing on Ancients.
Yeah, it's just felt so controlled by 3D Max. And I don't even think it can come down to the fact it's 3D Max's map. It just feels like 3D Max are playing better individually. They're pretty much winning every fight. There hasn't been a moment where GamerLegion have really had a multi-kill that it feels like brings them into a round. It's just been so dominant. Mid control there again. It is a half buy with an AWP for Acor. Kios so blind in the corner. Actually gets away with it. Lucky going for the body shot. Kios survives on a slither.
Wow.
That slither's even smaller now.
He's cheating. That's God mode right there, I'm convinced. The auto shotty for Snax, man after my own heart.
Where's this come from?
Exercise won't be able to protect the AWP. Acor will deliver with his own as well. I think I'll need a flurry of rounds before we see some smiles on the faces, but the coach is doing his best to raise the levels. In a short time, Snax has been on the squad. Seen lots of fun and interesting rounds from them. Creativity. And I'm sure we'll see some in this series. But it has been a very frosty start for GamerLegion.
Snax always gets into some fun spots as well. He's known for it back in the day, and he's still capable of it now. Can always get behind you when you least expect it. Got to see the rounds become more competitive for that to happen, though. And yet again, standard mid-control procedures here for 3D Max. Smoke will fade, but I think they have crossed. It's actually Maka with the AWP who was holding for Acor. Meanwhile, Volt has a good angle. These players going straight into the AK on the hold. Maka looking to hold it in, but Volt is still going. 3 in this position. Turn 4. They just keep feeding the beast.
Was that all from one mag?
I think so.
Desert Eagle in the hole as well. He knows not what's around the corner. There's Haji then. 1 versus 3. It's not about let me ace, it's about secure the damn round. A lot of time for him, and Isaac will trade the frag. That's a big hold for GamerLegion, and again, those are the kind of encouraging individual plays you need to get everybody at boiling point, ready to fire. Great effort from Volt.
Yeah, just clean headshots up until this last one. That's a little more like it. Something to get excited about. I will tell you, though, he wasn't playing like that when I played with him for Team UK over in Sydney. I needed more of that, Volt. That is more like it for GamerLegion, though. I do think Volt is someone who... He hasn't been putting up the numbers, maybe, but it's so clear when you watch him play, the potential he has. Maybe just hasn't quite found his footing on this GamerLegion team. Hasn't found the consistency. But I really think he can be a star on this squad. Hopefully Snax, as the new in-game leader, can bring that out of it. It did feel for a while like GamerLegion were maybe stuck in the same place of being good, but not quite good enough to really compete. I think that's why they probably made the move of bringing Snax in. And seems like Snax has been a pretty good addition so far, fragging-wise. Definitely an improvement. The team still looks well-structured. Seeing here at the start of the round, good utility, allowing Acor to get up into position, and this is a good angle for the AWP.
Very good indeed. Acor has turned up. He is present. Oh, Kios.
I thought he had it for free.
Yeah, maybe taken by surprise there. But again, Acor in a hyper-aggressive position is great to see early. Warming up as we dig our teeth into this game of Ancient. He's on an island. He has no rifle support whatsoever. Swing and a miss, but he's also escaped. He'll be heard. They will know where he's rotating to. What they do with that information is up to them. 4 on 4. Heading towards the 45-second mark. Knowing the AWP has gone over towards the A bomb site, will that encourage them towards B?
Still searching for Acor here, and the flash will help them. He tucks back to safety, but he has to allow Exorcise through. Meanwhile, Snacks checking the corner, but oh no, both of them fall like dominoes. And that B site is going to fall with them.
Rotation's been compromised as well. GamerLegion getting slowed down. So quite a few shots we've seen missed by Acor, which I would say that normally he's a lot more dependable, but everybody has a day that starts like this. And again, it is a best-of-3 series, so there is time to recover. Not much of an impact on this particular round anyway. I wouldn't say many, if any, of those whiffs were instrumental in what happened in the round. But again, that kind of aggression is great to see anyway. It's promising. See if they can deliver on that promise later on, because it certainly isn't happening for now.
Yeah, I think Acor tends to be an AWPer who can make those plays, but normally he wants some support from the team to do so. You see in that round, he obviously needs some nades to the side and some players to help him take mid early. Likes to be methodical with his aggression, which I think is absolutely fair. See how well it worked for him in that round. Made it very easy for him to fully focus on that one angle at first, but then not able to get anything else done in that round. Looks like we will be getting back into the action shortly. Still such a big lead for 3D Max. Reminder, this is now the best-of-3 portion of the tournament. So there would still be opportunities for GamerLegion if they were to lose this map. But it is still pretty one-sided against them right now. There's that nade that Mir was catching very successfully in the previous game. This time, though, on there to meet it. Smoke down gives Volt options. Can fight in towards mid. Even try and play around it or wipe it at the right time if he wanted to. While Maka double scopes in. I think he did see that player jumping across. Don't know if GamerLegion will give him the opportunity to pull the trigger.
Oh, I bet they will.
They will.
No one can resist peeking from that position. It is just too inviting, it's too juicy. There are 3 other players here, and maybe Isaac will gamble on a rotation as well. That's the bomb spotted on the radar right there. Bomb moving away from the B bomb site. That may encourage GamerLegion to push through. 3D Max know what information they've given away as well. There will be a trade there, and Kios will have a tall order to trade that frag with an MP9. But he still has position. Now, where does the bomb go? Especially with Isaac dropping Exercise on the other side of the map. They're in trouble, 3D Max. All of a sudden, there's no good decision for them.
Looks like they will regroup with Haji, who may be sent in a little sooner than the rest of the team. Scouting out the site for the bomb. There is a rotation arriving here. Haji must realize cave is a likely position. They've also got to be worried about Acor, who hits the leg shot. But now Haji's so deep in, the flash makes things awkward for him, but he can smoke that player off and make that retake a little more difficult. Here comes Kios, but Maka ready for the angle. And now how did GamerLegion get back in? They're both behind this smoke.
No kit. Not much hope. They'll have to fall back from this one. That's an unfortunate round for from the GamerLegion POV. Getting the information towards B ramp, stopping the push on A, but still not winning the round. You'd think with sequences like that, they'd be able to convert, but on this occasion, the answer is no. 3D Max are building a monstrous scoreline in the first map of this series. 8-2 on the T side of Ancient. Only one team rising to the call so far. And I wouldn't be surprised to see frustration early in this particular series if you are on the worst end of these things, because it is an elimination match after all.
Yeah, fantastic frag distribution right now from 3D Max. Everyone basically on the same amount of kills, which is always a great sign. Maka there getting a triple kill to catch up to the rest of the team. We saw Afro getting picked up by Fnatic, but I do also think Maka has been a really solid AWPer at this level for French Counter-Strike for a long, long time. Pretty consistent performer. And that's kind of what I like about this 3D Max lineup. They don't really have any massive names, but I feel like a lot of these players have been grinding away at this level for a while, and they've put together a really solid roster where everyone has been successful at this level. They've found the right five, it feels like. Maybe Lucky, the man with the most experience.
Synergy is underrated, in my opinion. GamerLegion still dodging those HEs towards Donut. Maka won't miss many of those. At least they've got themselves an early 5-on-4. They've also eked out some extra util from what little remains for GamerLegion. Plenty of time for 3D Max to sit out this util, then punish later on.
Ooh, big rotation from GamerLegion. They are taking a risk. Weaponry is weak, and they don't have that many players, only 4v5, so go for some aggression into A main. The bomb is actually dropped all the way back here. Exorcist needs to be a little careful. If he continues to walk when he gets this bomb, he could be in trouble here. If they go into spawn, oh, they're going to hear those steps. Do they hunt him down? They try to, but he gets both of them.
Oh my God.
So important on 1 health.
Lucky and Maka were there to try and clean up should it go wrong, but that's a should. 26 seconds. Volt's positioning himself. He's got a Desert Eagle, not much to lose here. But plenty to gain. That's a good start as well. His angles will be limited now. The sheer confidence from 3D Max. 10-second bomb plant. No problemo. There's not much for Acorn to do.
I mean, even saving the AWP is actually going to be a little tricky because Lucky's in behind him. I think he might get past this angle in time. Oh no, he's got his back turned. Did not expect Lucky to be hunting so aggressively. But there's not many rounds left in the half, and 3D Max don't really need to care about their money anymore. They're 9-2 up. They can just make it as oppressive as possible for GamerLegion.
Yeah, this is a steamrolling at present.
Ouch.
And it's kind of like it's a great start for 3D Max. You pick up a team, they're doing well. Very encouraging scenes for 3D Max. The GamerLegion POV is the best of 3, but also this is not a lost game so far. Difficult one, yes. A lost one, absolutely not. Maka will be challenged by Acor eventually. Util will force him to fall back. There are 3 players in there. That's really going to give space to 3D Max. Of course, they don't know that, but Exercise will cut the numbers one way or another. That is quite the charge into CT. Great synergy, great utility. 4-on-4.
This retake is going to be tricky. Like, with that bomb going down so soon, you've still got smokes you've got to deal with.
Someone's going to fall. This is a rough choke point. It's really, really rough. That makes it oh so expensive. But it had to try something, and it wasn't much. 10-2, double figures for 3D Max. A great start, but as usual, it's about how you finish.
Always thought I could walk through fire, blow up the storm and see the light, yeah. I told my friends that I could ride on water, and they said nobody can.
3D Max basically did whatever the hell they wanted in that first half. A 10-2 lead for them. It may be their map pick, but GamerLegion have got to show us a little more here because this is an elimination best of 3. Let's see if they can do anything on this T side. Pistol round loss would basically put them out of contention. What can GamerLegion get done then? 3D Max onto that CT side and GamerLegion straight onto B.
Safety in numbers, and here they come. They've got so many angles, but there are flashes here as well. Who will they favor, however? Battle of the flashes, and there are more coming from the T side. And that'll give them position and a bomb plant, but the job's not done yet. 3D Max still have 2 players remaining. Lucky and Maka versus 3. That is a problem. That's a hell of a problem. Do you want to go fishing through that smoke? It's such a long wait otherwise. A very long wait indeed. Maka insta-traded, and there comes Lucky after distraction, denied by Acor. Just the 3rd round for GamerLegion, but with that they can build.
Pretty similar to the pistol that 3D Max ran, just into the B bomb site. It's pretty easy to overwhelm the CT pistols. It's hard for the USPs to really deal with the running Glocks close range. See their Volt cleaning up. He's been the only player that's really been winning them rounds here. He's getting excited. Hopefully the rest of the team can follow his lead. 3D Max are going to be on a full eco. The fullest of ecos. You know, I do wonder now in CS2, are teams practicing for like these sorts of rounds a little more and like the half buys? Because they are more important. And teams would used to basically only practice full gun rounds, which I always felt like was a bit of an oversight. These rounds are important too.
Absolutely. I think finding the optimal angles with a 5-7, for example, it's quite important also. I mean, on a T side, we see plenty of Tech 9 executes with utility and so on, but dry, arid rounds like this must also be taken into consideration. A stack of the A bomb site it is then for 3D Max. They will await GamerLegion's play. Good 2-man job there.
Clean.
Did exactly what needed to be done.
Maka trying to sneak a knife. Not gonna happen, buddy. Oh, a kill he'll take. That's not too shabby for 3D Max then. Bit of damage, bit of extra money as well. Maka will be going straight for that AWP. Could have afforded it anyway. He's got $300 in the bank to do with what he pleases. Guns are out there for 3D Max. An opportunity to try and put GamerLegion away early. Lucky forced onto a FAMAS. No Kevlar for Maka, of course, with that AWP. Agi wasting no time getting into Jaguar. Looks like mid will be the focal point for GamerLegion early. Smokes down. Not much 3D Max want to do about this.
Thorough from GamerLegion so far. But Maka be creeping. It's a very strong angle for him. Nades into the B bomb site. But Maka's patience will pay off. Agi holds his own as well. 3D Max continue to look strong. How do you come back from this position then? They don't have significant map control around the B bomb site. Joker getting a bit curious there. There was no one with utility to flash him in. And maybe a door's been open for GamerLegion. Do you like the level of aggression though to continue to pursue? But there are risks involved with that. Now GamerLegion is split. Snacks with 7 HP, walking towards A. If he kills Exercise from the back, then he won't know how many players are on this A bomb site. But will he check the back?
This is so Snacks. Sneaks past him. The bomb's going to come back through mid. They have a path to this A site. Now they know, though, and they're not going to know about Exorcist. He's going to come in from behind them, and Snacks is going to be so sad about this.
Well, they've actually planted the bomb. They have a 3-on-3. There goes Snacks and Acor. And Isaac with 3 HP. Not sure what the job is here. Keep the extra money. We'll try to find a frag.
Pick your poison. He picks death. Wow. Normally Snacks so good at reading those positions, but this time had to overlook that possibility of a player behind. And even though it allowed a bomb plant, 3D Max stay on top.
If he checked that spot and Exercise hadn't moved yet, that might cause a full rotation. Because he'll have no idea how many people are there.
Yeah.
That could have been really interesting.
And also Snacks is the in-game leader. I trust him in that scenario to quickly try and figure out what's the best thing to do if he'd have got that kill. Could have been so interesting, but instead, Exorcist in the perfect position to seal up the round. Well, the music sounds bleak, and it is pretty bleak for GamerLegion right now. Positive is they still have a bye, in part thanks to that bomb plant.
That's the music of a spy movie early on when a guy's on a boat to some foreign country. Basically. Transitional music.
It's done its job. We're into round 16. Couple of pistols for GamerLegion, but not too bad. No one is really taking that nade damage except for Mir earlier. Everyone else seems to be able to dodge it somehow.
I want to make a compilation of him just hitting those nades round after round. Which is throwing no shade whatsoever. It's just the detail of it I quite enjoy. I wonder what that nade, the utility damage was at the end of that game. Acor's going to get AWP'd on B ramp. Flurry of activity. And Haji will be able to give 3D Max yet another advantage. They've been hard to compete with on this map, 3D Max, in the vacuum of this series so far. 2 AKs and a Deagle. There might be a rifle to collect, though. I'm sure there will be. Indeed, there will be.
I love that double push from 3D Max. Saw Snacks was maybe a bit annoyed because he was like, okay, I got the first, but the second man just instantly trades. And it really feels like 3D Max. And a lot of these rounds, they'll just poke you all over the map. It's annoying.
It's bad acupuncture.
Exactly.
Patient keeps dying.
30 seconds, and there is an open B bomb site to work with. But they've got to take it quickly because a flank is coming through mid. And this is the man with the bomb setting up nades. He just about gets around the corner. So it may be a bomb plant, but are they ready for the fast flank? Lucky's already activated.
Volt's in, trying to keep things secure. But that's going to get harder and harder, especially with less than 20 HP and his teammate falling. 1v3 for Volt then. This is nightmare mode for him. Oh, looks to his right, frags from the left. That's frustrating. This is a hell of a game for 3D Max.
Map point for the French squad. Again, only the first map of this series, but it is still a statement here for 3D Max to be winning this map so convincingly. And the rounds that GamerLegion have won, I mean, Volt has had to hard carry 2 of them at least. Not really been consistent, just been players stepping up. Even here, when the B bomb site was free, 3D Max had a plan in mind. They had the fast flank, and GamerLegion will buy what they can. But it's not looking too good for them. Taking no prisoners. 3D Max. Taking nade damage, though, is lucky. Oh, he's down to 6, but he gets away. Not for long. Snacks running him down. 2 kills for him. Exorcist gets 1 back.
Dire straits for GamerLegion, becoming even more dire. Vault with the Deagle, 1 versus 3. Put out of their misery, a brief one for GamerLegion, but there's still much work to be done for both teams, but for some more than others. A landslide victory on Ancient. Only one team in it from the start to the finish. It was all momentum and all 3D Max.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say. 13-4. I mean, yes, there's more chances in the series.